my dear students. So we are here now with another lecture. Students of Sem 6 Special English, paper number 315EA. Yes, you've been looking at the importance of the spoken language as well as the correct usage. So continuing that, we are looking at one more item on Unit 2. We are looking at types of sentences. And what are they? Simple, compound, and complex. Let me give you 3 sentences first. I saw a young girl in a green dress. I saw a young girl and she was wearing a green dress. I saw a young girl who was wearing a green dress. If you look at these 3 sentences again, look at them, read them again, and you will see how they are different. Different because of the verbs they have, because of the way in which the information that was conveyed to you in the first sentence is conveyed in different structures in sentence number 2 and 3. So let's take them one by one. So if I look at the first sentence again, I saw a young girl in a green dress. Let me give you some more examples. They go to school by bus. Ramesh studies in Saraswati Vidyalaya in Ahmedabad. We learn English in college. I go to school by bus. India is a large country with diverse cultures and so on and so forth. Look at all those sentences, my dear students, and you will notice that they have only one verb. Look at all these sentences, read them again, identify the verb, and see how they all have only one verb. So if I go back to the first example that I gave you, and then I will take examples at random, because I would like you also to try and see how you can work on these sentences. So as I told you, the list that I gave you, they are all simple sentences. So let me go back to the first sentence where I saw a young girl in a green dress. I saw a young girl and she was wearing a green dress. I saw a young girl and she was wearing a green dress. The two can also be combined to say, I saw a young girl who was wearing a green dress. I want you to understand that I saw a young girl in a green dress is a simple sentence. I saw a young girl and she was wearing a green dress is a compound sentence. And I saw a young girl who was wearing a green dress is a complex sentence. So if you were to look at some of the sentences that I gave you earlier, I would like you to look at all the sentences that I gave you earlier, and then we will try, as I said, to transform some of them into compound sentences and complex sentences. So can you read them to yourself, all of them, once again? So we are going to look at sentences at random. So let me take one sentence like, India is a huge country with diverse cultures. If you want to combine them, transform them into a compound sentence, for example, you would say, India is a huge country and it has diverse cultures. We call this combining two simple sentences by coordination. What are we doing? We are saying that both those simple sentences, when they are combined together, are done by a process of coordination, where both the simple sentences can stand alone, can stand by itself. So India is a huge country, full stop. It has diverse cultures, full stop. And what are we doing? By a process of coordination, by adding a conjunction and, we are making it into a compound sentence. So, two simple sentences, when they are joined together in this manner, with each of those simple sentences being able to stand by itself, and the result that we get, we call that a compound sentence. Okay? But what happens in a complex sentence? Again, we are joining the two simple sentences together, but we do it by a process which we call subordination, which means that one of those simple sentences is given more importance or can stand by itself, while the second cannot stand by itself. Let me give you an example by combining the two same sentences together. What were those two sentences? Recall, the two sentences were, India is a huge country, and the second sentence was, it has diverse cultures. So what do we do when it is subordination? When we are making it into a complex sentence, how do we do it? India is a huge country which has diverse cultures. My dear students, I want you to see that India is a huge country is a simple sentence which can stand by itself. But in this compound sentence, you can see that which has diverse cultures, because it is by a process of subordination, cannot stand by itself. So, India is a huge country and it has diverse cultures, is a process of coordination, and we get a compound sentence. But India is a huge country which has diverse cultures, is by a process of subordination, and we get a complex sentence. Very simple when you try and combine the two sentences. So what school was I going to? I, or whatever name you would like to think of, goes to a school called Saraswati Vidyalaya in Ahmedabad. That was the sentence. So let me have another name. I'm sure the school has many students. So here we have Rashid goes to Saraswati Vidyalaya in Ahmedabad. That was our simple sentence. Rashid goes to Saraswati Vidyalaya and it is in Ahmedabad. Rashid goes to Saraswati Vidyalaya, which is in Ahmedabad. Right? So it can be by a process of coordination, and it can be by a process of subordination. Let me say that again. What we get by subordination is a complex sentence. Here you would use conjunctions like although, if, whenever, etc., etc. Any number of conjunctions. Whenever an adverb you can use to combine the sentences by a process of either subordination or coordination. So try out the sentences, my dear students. This is one of the easiest topics in Unit 2 of paper number 315 EA for BA students of SEM 6 Special English. All the best. Continue to stay safe as the pandemic still shows no signs of bidding adieu to the human race. Stay blessed, my dear students.